What's up, family? Welcome to Turning Hustle into Legacy with Dr. Stance, the space where we stop glorifying burnouts and start building something that lasts, okay? Listen, everybody is hustling, but not everybody is building a goddamn legacy. Hustle is about now, but legacy is about forever. Hustle chases results, but legacy builds responsibility. If everything you're building disappeared tomorrow, would anything you taught still remain? I need to know. So guess what? This topic is from grind mode to God's mode. We're building what outlives you. Okay? I got to say that again. We're building what outlives you. Okay, people? Listen, hustle isn't bad. Hustle gets you started. Hustle is survival mode. Hustle is grinding when resources are low and the vision is high. But here's the danger. Most people never leave hustle. Break it down. Hustle is urgency. Hustle is reaction. Hustle is a short-term focus. Hustle will ask you, how fast can I get it? But legacy, who will carry this when I'm gone? Okay, let's explain that burnout culture. And this is what I realize a lot of people that I've been just coming across, they're thinking about now. And I get it. But what about later? What about when you go? Right? The burnout culture means overworking with strategy, where you're flexing, that shit gets exhausted. And then you get confused with being too busy with the progress. So just because you're tired, that does not mean you're productive. I think I was just talking to my homegirl, Big Niche, Cold Piece Niche, shout out, when we were saying you should never be fucking bored. First of all, bills that need to be paid shouldn't allow you to be bored. There's always something to do. There is 24 hours in one day. One day is 24 whole hours. It takes you about 8 minutes to get out of bed. Okay, you still got 23 hours and 52 minutes to figure out what the fuck you're going to do with your life. So you should never be bored. So listen, why hustle alone? It fails. Here's the truth nobody posts and they talk about. A hustle without direction, that shit eventually self-destructs. Like money without wisdom, success without character, your growth without structure. You can have a gang of money, but you don't know what the fuck to do with it. Because guess what? You ain't got the wisdom. You didn't spend all the shit. So many folks is buying these luxury cars and jewelry, but who owns some property? Who owns some land? I can be attest to that. You want to be cool for school and, try to show out for your people. I got to take a sip of this wine here. Let me take a sip. Pause, people. Because there's so many people, okay, that they trying to keep up with these Jones that just don't exist. You want to be the Jones. You can hustle your way into life, but can you maintain that shit? Can you maintain it? Like, here are some examples. People who rise fast, guess what they do? They fall hard. Relationships destroyed by grind and culture. And health is ignored for success. That's not okay. Legacy thinking slows you down long enough to build it right. So legacy requires a mindset shift. Okay? Hustle is a little different because we all got that. We all do where we self-destruct. We neglect ourselves because of that hustle. But you're building a legacy, it requires a mindset shift. Let's take another sip of that wine. Because listen, I'll say this. A key shift could be from speed to sustainability, from an image to integrity, from clout to consistency, and like from motivation to discipline. Legacy doesn't care how loud you are. It just don't. It cares how fucking stable you are. So let's discuss discipline. Discipline is a daily routine, is being emotionally intelligent, okay? Emotional regulations, financial responsibility. So discipline is how you prove you're serious. That's how you know. Even when I started this podcast, I noticed, oh yeah, sister, brother, you can use this, you can do that, you can do that. And I'm helping and I'm helping and I'm helping. I'm like, but who in the fuck is helping me? Who? I got a couple solid ones, thank you, Jesus. Okay, and they helping me build this legacy. But if you I think my last episode was about parasites. If you let them parasites drain your ass, you ain't gonna be able to build no legacy. Legacy is not just wealth, it's wisdom. Let's break that shit down. Teaching what you've learned and creating a system that's not dependent, hell, leaving people better than you found them, that's legacy. Okay? Legacy is when people succeed without needing you. Let's talk about it. Parenting, leadership, mentorship, making a community impact. That's a legacy. If your success can't be repeated, that shit ain't no legacy. It's luck. It's the luck of the draw of the luck. That's all that is. Okay? Some people got that. But a legacy is something that cannot be repeated. Okay? If your success can't be repeated, that shit ain't no legacy. Let's be clear. So I'm going to ask the listeners to reflect on that. What habits are you modeling? What conversations are you avoiding? What are you tolerating that's costing you? Let's ask ourselves that, and then I'll say this, the practical steps that you need to take to build this legacy is you need to audit your time. I was just saying that you cannot be accessible to everybody. You cannot. You can't. Number one is self-care. In order to build a legacy, you got to practice self-care. Everybody that know me know I sit up under that damn massage chair all the time. I'm doing my facials, my foot massage, my foot steams. I'm doing all that. I have to. Okay, I got a lot of people depending on me. So guess what? I have to maintain me first. Okay, I try to simplify my goals. I try my best, even with the podcast that I'm building, this platform. I want to simplify it so it can build and create a legacy for whoever comes behind me. I'm building a system. Most importantly, I'm protecting my peace. And then I'm thinking generationally. I need to make sure that the generation that I'm serving or creating this legacy for is on board. Folks need to know. It's unfortunate when your family don't even support you. It really is. But I've learned to live with it and to move the fuck on. Because guess what? I'm not the one losing. They would be. So it don't hurt me none. And it's sad that it doesn't, but it's the damn truth. Legacy builders play the long game, even when that shit lonely. If I'm lonely, it don't matter. I'm still playing in the game. Hell, I own the game. Okay? So listen, hustle will get you noticed, for sure. But a legacy will get you remembered. Let me say that again. Hustle will get you noticed, but legacy will get you remembered. And the hustle, it asks for them applauses. But a legacy, it asks for responsibility. You don't need to rush. You need to build right. All right? So I'm going to leave y'all with that. And I would like to hear from y'all. What's up? This is Turning Hustle into a Legacy with Dr. Stance. And today, you don't just work harder, you build wiser. So if this message spoke to you, share it with somebody. Share it with someone that's building quietly. All right, y'all. I'll holla.